Hey everybody, what's up? It's Chris here at Vegan Zombie headquarters. Today I've decided to do a little taste test with a couple different brands of vegan chicken. You heard it, vegan chicken. Now lately I've been seeing in my social media posts that people are asking vegans why they eat things that resemble meat. If they're vegan, why are they eating things that resemble meat? And this is probably one of the most common questions we get as vegans. And it's something that I've addressed several times in older videos, but it's been a while, so let's tackle this question again. So I would say that not all vegans go vegan just because they don't like the way that meat tastes or the way that meat looks. They go vegan for several other reasons. So to have something that resembles something that they're familiar with is important for most people. I mean, what would you call a lot of things? You would want to call it something familiar to you so you know what you're trying to replicate or mimic. So if you were just making some vegan seitan, breaded it up and calling it chicken, obviously it's not chicken, it's not an animal. For somebody that may have never tried seitan or never even heard of it, they might not know what they're eating and they might not ever want to try something like that. So it's something familiar. We have vegan chicken, vegan ham, vegan lunch meats, vegan seafood, you name it, they have a vegan version of it. As long as it's vegan, I don't really care. As long as you're not calling it fake, because it's not fake. It's not fake food. I'm eating real food. I don't see a problem calling it vegan meats, vegan cheeses, vegan milk, those different things, because we all know what they are. We all know something familiar. We just know that it's vegan, that it's not coming from an animal. These are something that somebody can just go to the store and see, okay, that's a vegan version of this. They know what they're getting. They know what they're buying. Furthermore, I would break it down like this. I've said this in other videos, but if you're gonna take like a burger, for instance, okay, and you're gonna make a vegan burger, and then people are gonna get mad at you because you're saying that this is like a vegan meat burger, okay? So there is a huge breakdown of what is normalized in today's society, because I would think that it would be more normal to pick the grains and the seeds and the vegetables and whatever, the nuts, whatever is going into this burger that we're going to make, grinding all of that up and processing that into a form of a burger patty and cooking that up with whatever seasoning, sauces, whatever you want to put into that, and calling that a burger. I feel that is more normal to do than to raise an animal, feed that animal, let that animal grow, slaughter that animal, grind that animal up, process that animal, throw in some vegan seasoning in there, some vegan marinades, vegan sauces to make it taste good, and then turn that into a burger and cook that up. So, it's tradition that is normal in today's society. I don't think so. I would argue that, that is what we've been taught over generations and generations, but it's much more normal, I think, to pick what's out there, turn that into like a plant meat, plant cheese, plant milk. I see a lot of people saying like, oh, almond milk, that's gross. Cashew milk, that's gross. You're drinking, and I really don't like when they're trying to rename it. So they're trying to make it so you can't call it plant milk. You can't call it vegan soy milk, almond milk, oat milk. They want to call it almond juice, soy juice. It doesn't sound good. I don't like it. I've been drinking plant milks for 30 years now, so it's quite normal to hear that term. I think people know what that means. It's not coming from a cow. It's coming from a vegan option like a rice, oats, soy, almonds, nuts, whatever. But people think that's gross, and then they forget. I've seen memes going around, and I've seen people posting about this lately. So people can criticize and say, ew, you're drinking a milk, you're drinking a drink that's coming from a bean, from a soybean. That's gross. It's coming from a bean. Like they don't realize that one of the most common drinks in the world, coffee, comes from a bean. Like it's kind of funny that people think this way when something's vegan. They don't think how backwards it is to milk something out of an animal's udders, out of an animal's body. I don't even like to share a drink after somebody else is drinking it, let alone drink a secretion that's coming out of an animal's body. And they're putting it on their cereal, they're making chocolate milk with it. These are the things that I used to do when I was little as well. But to see it now is almost like I can't believe that, you know, we were brainwashed into doing that. We were taught to do this, to eat this. So if that makes sense to you, like I feel like as long as something's vegan, I don't care what they call it. If they want to call it something familiar, if I'm going to make some vegan chicken wings and, you know, spice them up like buffalo wings or something, I'm not going to call them, you know, seitan nuggets. You know, who's going to want to eat seitan nuggets? It just doesn't sound right. Although they're delicious and they're much better for you than chicken wings, and they're much better for the chicken than, you know, eating the chicken's legs. I think that people are much more familiar with something if you say, hey, here's some vegan buffalo wings, vegan chicken wings. Just put vegan in the front of it. You're good. And I definitely don't see it as, I see a lot of anti-vegans out there saying when vegans do this, they crave meat. That can't be any further from the truth. At least not for me. I'm speaking from my own personal experience. I can't speak for everybody, but I really don't think that vegans are missing out on anything. I mean, we have everything. It's delicious. And we don't have to eat animals to feel satisfied. I know that I don't crave anything from an animal. When I went vegan, this was like a quarter of a century ago, more than that. And I can tell you that there's nothing that I crave. In fact, it really turns me off. It really disgusts me when I see food that's not vegan. It's just, I don't want to look at it because I know where it's coming from. I know what it is. And I break that down in my head and it's disgusting to me. So I hope that kind of answers that question for you. And right now I found two brand new chickens that I've never had before that I'm going to taste test. So I'm going to cook that down in my air fryer in a little bit and we're going to try it, see how it tastes. So the first thing that I found at my local Wegmans is this brand that I've never heard of before called Jack and Annie's. These are crispy Jack nuggets. So these right here are made from whole plants. These are made from, I think, jackfruit. And this is what they look like. The box, at least. Crispy nuggets. They say vegan right on the box. Or vegan, non-GMO, 6 grams of protein, and there's these little nuggets. So I've never had these before. Yeah, they're jackfruit nuggets. I'm going to try them out now. I noticed that this company has a few other products that were at Wegmans, some breakfast sandwich, and then there was something else. I can't really remember what that other one was. And then this brand right here, I have tried their chicken before. It's from the brand called Daring. I didn't try this one, so I'm excited to see this. They sent me some of their brand new chicken last year, and it was really good. But it wasn't the breaded chicken. It was just like regular chicken strips. So I'm excited to try this one that I just found, and look at that. Breaded chicken. Now, I will say this was pretty expensive. I actually bought this so I could make this video, but I don't think that I would normally be spending $7 on a bag of chicken like this. Although you could make an argument that you could probably make a couple meals with this, and if you went out to dinner, then it would be more than this. So it all really depends, but it was $6.99 for this bag. This was a little bit cheaper. I don't remember how much this might have been $4.99. I don't recall how much that was because I bought these a few days ago. This right here has 11 grams of protein. It's non-GMO, 0 cholesterol, and 1,000% not chicken. That's what it says right there. It's 1,000% not chicken. So even though we can call this it's called the opposite of chicken. So somewhere on the package it says chicken. It looks like chicken, but it's vegan. So this is a perfect example of what we're talking about there. As long as it's vegan, I don't care what it's resembling. I don't care. As long as it tastes good, it's vegan, and it's not incredibly bad for me, then I will try it. All right, so now I'm going to go down to the air fryer, cook these up, and I'll be right back. So these right here are the Jack and Annie's chicken nuggets, the jackfruit ones. And these ones right here are the Daring breaded chicken strips. Okay, we got my chef man. I'm going to open that up. We're going to put a few of these in there. And a few of those ones. So there's Andy and Zeke. All right, guys, I'm back with some vegan chicken. Did you think I was gone? Did you think I was hiding somewhere? This is what it looks like. This is the chicken. We got a few nuggets of each. It smells really good. It does. And you know what? I like to dip my chicken in different sauces. So I have this from Aldi, good old Aldi, vegan ranch. There we go. Vegan ranch. It wasn't, when I did my Aldi video, it wasn't there, so I wasn't able to include it in the video. It was literally there like the day after I did the video. Anyway, vegan ranch right here. There we go. That looks good, doesn't that? That looks... All right, so I'm gonna go with the Jack and Annie first. I'm gonna try the jackfruit one. I'm gonna try it without the sauce first. I kind of can't believe that's jackfruit. That's what it looks like. It doesn't taste anything like jackfruit. And I haven't tried these before yet. I have not tried these. I didn't take a bite of it when I pulled it out of the air fryer. This is my first time genuinely trying this. It's good. I'm gonna try some dipping sauce. It's got a nice crispy breaded outside. It's nice in the middle. I think it's a little bit, I don't want to say mushy, but mushier than your like Gardein nuggets or whatever. But in no way is it like mushy. I don't want you to think that, because I've had those before and I didn't like them. This is really good. I'm actually surprised that jackfruit came out being this good. I would get these again. These are good. Time to try the Daring. This is what that looks like. Can you see how good that looks? Look at that. It looks good. All right, try it. Try a piece before I dip it in the sauce. Can you hear that crunch? That's a nice tasting breaded outside. The middle is kind of like flaky. It's kind of like a flaky, I don't know, this is really good. These are both really good. This might be my favorite vegan chicken that I've had. We've come a long way. Veganism has come a long way. The only downside on these is they are they're expensive. I would recommend spending the $6 or $7, and that's where I live. So if you live in a bigger city, they might even be more expensive than that. But I found mine at Wegmans, and I would say at least try these at least once. Spend the $6 or $7 and try them at least once, so you know what you'd be missing if you didn't buy them at all. They're really good, really good. And these ones a little bit cheaper, also really good. So these ones, the total fat is 5 grams, 0 saturated fat. This one right here is 12 grams and 1 gram of saturated fat. This one's made from soy protein. This one is made from jackfruit. That's it. You could make a chicken sandwich with these. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to thumbs up and share the video if you liked it. If you want more videos like this where I review different things, I give you my honest opinion on these things. That doesn't mean that every single person is going to like what I like, but I do feel like I have a pretty good palate and a pretty good sense of taste when I recommend different things. I'm never going to tell you guys that I like something if I don't actually like it. So I do like both of these products. And as always, you can support my channel by checking out my merchandise below the video. And other than that, guys, subscribe, survive, watch out for zombies, and I'll see you guys next time.